Okay, Wish SE here. Got a request from a subscriber, said, can you give me a 2-minute video on cleaning a handgun? Absolutely, so this is it. So the first thing that we do, as we always do when we pick up any gun, is we assume that the gun is loaded. So I'm assuming the gun is loaded. I'm going to eject the mag. I'm going to inspect with the action 3 or 4 times, visually inspect, lock the slide back, confirm that it is unloaded. The gun is unloaded. Once that's done, I'm going to, in this case on Smith & Wesson, press the takedown release lever right here, have the slide forward, go ahead and press the trigger, pull it right off. Once that's done, we basically have we're going to just do a quick field strip here. So we've got the frame, recoil spring and assembly, barrel, slide. So my quick and dirty way to clean this stuff is with a couple of patches. I'm just going to run across on the inside here. So I'm going to clean out all this garbage, all this dirt. Now you can do this, you can wet a little oil, put a little oil if you want to get additional powder residue off there. You can use paper towels. I'm just using some patches. So one thing I like to do is I like to put a little bit of oil. But you can use hops, you can use whatever solvent you want. This is my low-tech technique. So I press this down with slight oil, slight patch on it here, and I just sort of run a toothbrush through here and along the frame sides to get any gunk that's in there, right? Again, this is a quick and dirty way to just get most of the gunk out of there. I wipe the face a little bit right in here. I'm just trying to clean powder off of there. With the barrel, you can run a brass bristle brush through there, okay, a few times. You can also run a bore snake. I'm a big fan of bore snakes. They're awesome. Just run that guy through there a couple of times. Clean it off. If you're shooting jacketed or plated ammunition, you're not going to have much leading of the barrel. I typically shoot 300 or 400 rounds in a practice session. I do that at least once a week, and really there's very little leading or any kind of stuff that gets wrapped up in there. Take a toothbrush, clean the face here off. Right, I just want to get whatever gunk is there. Along the frame here on the inside, I'm just going to wipe this out. Now, if I were going to do a detailed cleaning, I'd actually use synthetic gun scrubber, so this stuff is okay for synthetic firearm frames. I would spray all the way in here and along here, and I just let it drain out. Then I'd take compressed air, and with the compressed air afterwards, I'd blow everything out. I'd make sure that there's no more of this degreaser in there. I then maybe give it a light spray of the Rem lube, and I'm a big fan of frog lube. It seems to work real well. Get some frog lube, put it in one of these bottles that has the little pin drops, and then I'm just going to run lube under the hood, right up here where the barrel joins. And it doesn't take a lot, but I do like to I like to run my guns wet, not dry. I have found that makes a huge difference. I know there are people out there who believe, oh yeah, the gun doesn't really need much oil. Well, if you run your car without oil and you're driving your car, you will have severe problems. I have not seen a gun choke from too much oil. I have seen a gun choke from not enough oil. So I put some in there, some on the lugs here, right along here. I run some along the barrel. Really, that's the extent of it. Right, so I've just got a light coating of lubrication there. We reassemble. Right, you might want to wipe this off. It doesn't make a big difference to me, but you might want to do that. We reinsert the spring. Reinsert the slide onto the frame. Good to go. And that's really the extent of it. Now, you can certainly put a light coating of oil on the gun itself and then wipe the gun off. So, you know, what I have now is I have a clean gun that I can throw back in my safe. We're good to go. Ready for the next time we go shooting. So that's a real quick look at cleaning an auto-loading pistol, in this case the M&P 9C. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video or any videos we produce, click the thumbs up icon. And finally, and as always, stay safe.